Hello, hello. Can you hear me, guys? Hello. Hello, hello. Let me know. Hello, hello. Okay, can you hear me now? Hi, Lucia. Okay, I see you, Lucia. Let's see. Let Elro come back in. Okay, good. Good. Let's see if Elro can come back in. Goodness, haven't had that in a while. Well, always some sort of tech issues. Thank you for coming back. Let's see if Elro pops back in. I'm going to grab a little tea while people come back in. Okay. All right, Elro. So we were at having to deal with family or siblings from the past. Okay, you hear me? Thank you. Thank you for popping back in. Apologies, tech issues, nothing I can do about it. Sometimes it happens. It's been a while, and this is something that you really wish for to resolve. You have Queen of Swords and King of Swords having to come back in your authority, in your clarity, the truth, understanding with family, siblings, or something from the past. This is going to allow you to now move forward, open up your horizons, take a breather on that. You have victory over that. And yes, it feels like this is a wish that you've had, that you've wanted to resolve or at least come clear or come back in your authority. Here, I was as the tech issues started, I was on the devil trying to figure out what the toxicity was, or the ties, or the patterns, or you feel stuck or bound to something, or controlled by something, or just felt manipulated, or not able to get out of a certain pattern of thinking or being, whatever it is. And so I have the page of wands over the devil telling me that this is either with a younger person or regarding an ambitious new endeavor or adventure you want, or a new path, and you feel stuck with the past, or something is controlling. So I was left at that. Let's see. I'm trying to gain more information on the devil here, on what was bound, why you felt bound, or why you feel bound, maybe to your family, maybe to certain ways, and you want to move forward in a more ambitious way. It is possible. Page of Wands. There you are, right? Sag. So I feel like this is you wanting to gain that inspiration. You're excited to start a new adventure. You're excited to move forward on something more adventurous, something more ambitious. If it's regarding career, it's something that you're excited about. You want to officialize something, establish something, maybe seek guidance from someone with experience, or establish your own company, or establish, there's something about moving forward and wanting to officialize something. Doesn't have to be that, but it feels like that. It feels like you are wanting to. Let me pull one more card on the Hierophant. Let me pull one more card here on this Hierophant. Let me change decks. One more card on this Hierophant, please. All of these? Really? Okay. No. One more card on this Hierophant. You're establishing yourself on a new... you're excited about this. You're inspired. It's ambitious. You might need the help of you might need the help of an establishment or a structure or administrative establishment or signatures or documents. That is possible. Something official to get out of that devil energy of same and not being able to do your own thing. It feels bound to your family. One more card on the Hierophant. No, I'm not getting much else. Let me pull on. You have 2 times the Hierophant. Yeah. So you're establishing something new, or you're officializing something with documents, signature, or someone higher up. Can be courts as well, or administrative documents. Something is officializing. Yes, and you get celebration over that with your friends. And ooh, nice. You're moving from the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands, asserting yourself, confident, brave, pushing, daring. This is very daring. So whatever you're trying to establish, or whatever you're making official, is very daring. This is something you wish for. You're conquering this. You're planning this out. You're working on this. There's a lot going on, but there's a lot going on. You're freaked out, but persevering. That's okay. One more card. I just feel like there are more cards that want to come out. No, not these. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. So there's something really empowering here that you're starting, and that is going to get you out of that energy where you have been felt controlled, bound, toxic, or just you. You know, it doesn't always have to be others that are controlling, or it can be family, because there is a situation here where you're having conversations and finding clarity with siblings or something from the past. So yes, there's that, but there's also you getting out of a pattern and establishing yourself in an ambitious way, in a very daring way, and gaining confidence, and officializing that with signatures, documents, or something like that. Beautiful. So I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to move on to, come back so we can see, because I'm not getting much more on that, but I'm really getting a push forward, a real push forward, a sudden push forward to do your thing and to make something official. So that is very, very good, Elro. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. It is more career, but it's not love, but it's more business, but it's also you empowering yourself, finding that energy, right, to get out of that cycle. So Beautiful reading, Alro. Thank you for allowing me to tap into your energies. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right, moving on to Blanche. Gemini, general reading for Blanche. All right, Blanche, your number 7 and number 8 will be Lucia. Oh, thank you, Teddy. Thank you so much. And if you wish to get a reading, remember, join membership. I said that from the beginning, but thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yes, if you do want a reading, click the join button, become member, okay? And that will give you access to a reading every Sunday. As long as you're a member, you can get a reading. All right. But thank you so much. Click the join button. You joined? Click the join button right next to the Card Minds logo. That'll get you access to a reading today if that's what you wish to do. All right. Not subscriber, right? There's a difference between subscriber and member. Member is membership, right? And subscriber is free. Anybody can subscribe. It's all free. The weekly readings are free. All the readings I put up are free. On Sundays, it's readings for members. So if you wish to get a tarot reading, you can join membership, and that'll give you automatically access to a reading today if that is what you wish to do. All right. All right. Number 7, Blanche. But thank you. Thank you. All right. Blanche. Did you join? No, if you joined, Teddy, I would see it right away, okay? I would see a little star. Okay. All right, Blanche, here we go. What do we have for Blanche? Gemini, general. And after Blanche will be Lucia. And again, apologies, guys, for the tech issues. There's really not much I could do, but I'm happy you are back. All right, here we go. Blanche. Gemini. What do we have for Blanche? What energies do we have for Blanche for today? What do we have for Blanche? And Teddy, yes, just like Alro and Chardon joined today, they're able to get a reading today. All right, Blanche, here we go. King of Swords. All right, here we go again. King of Swords. Here we go with the clarity, mental clarity, trying to gain mental clarity. What's going on here? This is you, Blanche, in all your glory, trying to figure things out or trying to set your authority, or what is this going on here? Temperance. Okay. Don't bulldoze your way through. Patience and temperance. Click the join button. There's a join button right next to the Card Minds logo. All right. I'm not going to look at the chat right now. I'll get back to you in a moment. You also have a link at the top of the chat. Oh no, I don't have it on this chat. All right. Let me just focus on this reading. I'll get back to that. All right, King of Swords. It feels like you want to impose yourself. You want to push forward. You want to find clarity and empower yourself and get that, mental clarity or intellectual clarity. But with the Temperance, it just says that, take your time. Take your time. Things are going to take a time. It's slow moving. This is not something that is moving forward fast. And it's important to understand that if it's not going fast, it is because you're connecting to the right people, and it's going to take a minute to connect to the right people, to align yourself with the right people. This is slow moving to be on the right path in the positive energies. We have Six of Cups. We have nostalgia from the past, family, siblings. What is going on from the past? Let's see. Blanche, Gemini. Okay, you're planning something, you're preparing something, you're opening up. Okay, you're moving forward. If things are not moving very fast, right? Just know that. All right, let me just continue because I'm trying to figure out why we have the Six of Cups here in the middle here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. One more card, please. The Star card. Believe in yourself. And you have celebration over that. Seems like you want to transform something. Trust yourself. Trust yourself that this is going to happen. It is going to move forward with the Star. Believe in yourself. Okay, I feel like you're needing, hold on. I'm going to stop with these. Is there one more card that wants to come out? Yes. Okay, there we go. Thank you. The Fool. Yeah. Moving out. It's like a liberation for you. So it's taking its time for you to be able to go on your path, to trust yourself, to start something new, to get out of your comfort zone, and to get out of those obligations or that fear of judgment from family, from the past. This is a liberation for you. You're celebrating this new path, celebrating this liberation, but you have to trust yourself with the Star card. Understand that it is, this is something that you have been working on for a while and planning, maybe with the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but we'll pull one more card on the King of Pentacles to see who this person is around you. Someone very influential or financially abundant, right? It feels like, the Star calls for optimism, right? And to really have faith here in this future, in this clarity, and to connect with your higher wisdom, to transform this into a reality. Even though I understand that it's not going fast or fast enough for you, you would like this to go fast, but it really encourages moderation and to sort your emotions out first, to clear the way, to have these conversations with this King of Swords, to be in your power, to understand, and to clear the way and find sort of a peaceful, emotional middle ground. And it's okay if people disagree, or if it's okay if people had disagreed before in the past with your family. But now this is about building your own path with the Two of Wands. Things are coming in, things are moving forward. You're planning your future. These are possibilities, choices you have to make. It's truly progress forward and expansion, opening up yourself to the world. And with this Fool, anything goes. Anything goes. You're ready. You're ready to take this forward, to move forward with an open heart. You're embracing the unknown. This is going to be different. This is something you've never done before, but it's really freeing yourself. So it's time to step into the world, right? We have the Two of Wands. Maybe you have been protected, or maybe you have been waiting for this for a while. I will pull one more card on the King of Pentacles to see who this person is. But it's really time to step into the world, to trust the process, to trust yourself, to dream big, empower yourself. Yes, it's the unknown, but it's going to bring you growth, and it's going to help you let go of the fear. The Fool's journey is about self-discovery and learning and growing, and sometimes it's the only way to learn, through experience. You have friends around you celebrating you, the Star, trusting. Embrace this journey rather than focusing only on the outcome, or only on monetary or finance or the end goal. This is about you liberating yourself and trusting yourself and gaining that confidence to go on your own path, to do your own thing. And before establishing rules or money or goals, yes, you have to have a goal, or you don't have to, but if the goal is to liberate yourself and find freedom, of certain obligations or people, or allow yourself to go experience things and connect in a different way to the world, that is a goal, right? That is a goal. Goals are not always about money, 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 power, power, power. And most people know that, right? But this is about you gaining wisdom along the way and embracing the journey rather than really focusing too much on that outcome. It's personal growth, emotional growth, allowing yourself to believe in yourself that anything is possible out there. Limitless possibility. It's it's an invitation to really consider what life could be, or what could be, without being weighed down on past failures, past decisions, doubts, expectations, whatever it is. To you, free yourself from the weight on your shoulders and move forward. All right, let's see what this King of Pentacles, who is this King of Pentacles here? This is someone abundant, financially abundant. Oh, Teddy, welcome, welcome. You found. Yay. Yay. All right, welcome. So good to have you part of the community. Welcome, welcome, Teddy. I will put you on the list after Lucia. All right, who is this King of Pentacles? I don't want to focus on the chat, guys. I have to focus my energies on the reading, so pardon me if I don't always pay attention to the chat or react to the chat. It is because I am reading. All right. On the defense. Okay, so this person is on the defense, disillusioned, needing clarity. So I feel like you're needing clarity and have been disillusioned on this King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But you're gaining control. You will have, there we go, the King of Swords. Have that conversation or clear the way on exactly what you want to do and find the resources. You're now in control. You're now empowered. You are going to be able to move forward. Now, because we have the Temperance, things might be going a little slow, but they're going slow for the right reason. You will establish a new path. This is the right way to go, but you have to connect with the right people, and their growth is there. You will be able to push forward. Beautiful. One more card on the Fool, please. One more card on the Fool. Here we go. One more card on the Fool or not for Blanche? Yes, starting new, excited with your family, and there's no looking back. Pure determination here. You have that goal. You know where you're going. You're making it happen. And make sure you channel all those energies that you have, the ambition, the goals, the aspiring, but also all the deceptions, right? The disillusions, this person that disillusioned you or that didn't tell you the truth or that promised you something or whatever, everything that you've carried on your shoulders, allow all those energy to sink into one. In other words, don't dwell on the past. Don't reminisce on the past, or I mean, unless it's lovely, memories, of course. But if it's resentfulness or moments of needing, not understanding and staying in that resentfulness, now it's time to sort of forgive or put all those energies that you have, even if they're conflicting, even if there's negative and positive, to really channel all that and put it in the positive, in the looking forward, and just focusing on that one goal and all of that energy pushing forward in that same direction, rather than wanting something, pushing forward, and then being resentful or thinking of the past and having to reminisce on things that you should have done or could have done, or the choices you made, or whatever it is. We all always in our head at one point, right? This is about you harnessing all that energy for that one end goal: freedom, liberation, and stepping into the world, allowing you to get out of your comfort zone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading, Blanche. All right, moving on to Lucia, and I'm going to put Teddy number 9. Teddy number 9. Beautiful to have you, Teddy. Teddy number 9. Let me know, Teddy, what your Libra career and growth. Okay. Thank you. Libra career and growth. Okay, so we have Lucia, Gemini, and then Teddy, Libra. And again, welcome to all our new members today. Beautiful. Chardon, Elro, and Teddy. Fantastic to have you here. Welcome. All right, here we go. Lucia. Lucia. Let's see what we have for Lucia. And thank you, Teddy, for your kindness and generosity. Here we go. Lucia, Gemini. I'm guessing it's general, right? I'm guessing. All right, Lucia, here we go. And Teddy, you will be next. Thank you for sticking around. Like I always say, it's wonderful to have you in the chat as I am reading, but it's not an obligation. And everybody has a lot to do. So I understand if you're not here. All right, here we go. All right, Lucia, let's see what we got. Lucia. Gemini, what energies do we have for Lucia? No. Okay. Lucia. Lucia, what do we have? Let me just cut again. All right, here we go. Sorry. Sometime I just have to get the right energies. All right, Lucia, here we go. What energies do we have for Lucia? 9 of Cups. No? Okay. Sorry about that, Lucia. Trying to get the right energies. Goodness. Okay. All right. Let's start again. All right. Death card. The Fool. Starting something over. Knight of Wands. Lucia, you are Gemini. Okay, so starting something completely over, letting go, the end of a cycle, you know it wasn't for you, or you know it's time to let it go with the Death card, and resurfacing. It's a rebirth, starting new with the Fool. Anything goes. Ace of Cups. There can be a person there, a relationship with the Ace of Cups. Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Seems like this person is coming in, but we do have this 10 of Swords. So something is ending. Let's pull a few more cards to see who this Knight of Wands is all about. Is this the Knight of Wands entering your life, where there is an emotional connection there with the Ace of Cups, starting something completely new, trusting yourself, you're going on a new adventure, you're going on a new path, it's exciting. 5 of Swords, 2 of Wands, there's your person. Okay, so let's see who this person is. Is your person the Knight of Wands? 10 of Wands, you're at the end of a cycle. So you're back at the end of the cycle here, probably with the Knight of Wands. Let me change decks. There's a lot of ego involved with this person. Now, is this the same person you're starting over with? Or there's a rebirth of a connection there? Or is it someone new? Let's see. 2 of Cups. Is this, who's this 2 of Cups? No? Okay. Sorry. Who is this 2 of Cups here for Lucia? This is a relationship, a soul person, a friend, a family member, someone you're very close to. Doesn't have to be a relationship, but because we have the Ace of Cups, it really feels like this is a relationship. But there's something ending. So is there a relationship ending and another one starting? That is a possibility. 2 of Cups. Okay, so there's a battle here. If this is not a relationship, it is with someone close to you. There's an ego battle. There's a fight for power. Maybe with Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. But there's someone there around you with whom you're very close, where there's an ego battle. You have to make a decision. You have to make a decision. This can be someone you are with. This can be a family member. This can be a friend. But there's a real emotional connection here where there's, I wouldn't say it's, it doesn't automatically have to be conflict, but it certainly, it can be someone even you're working with, but it's someone that is a very in their mind with their ego. A lot of ego involved here. Everybody wants to have the power. Everybody's right, or they feel they're right. It's challenging for you because you have to adapt to something new. And I think that here's the Ace of Cups, adapting to something new. But there's a challenge along the way. Yes, having control. You want to have control. They want to have control. Both of you wanting to have control over something. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It is just someone very close to you with who you have a really, like a soul connection. You're starting something completely new. On the defense with this person, yes. Ooh. So this is in a job. This is in a job. This is collaboration, something a team you're with, or people you're working with, trying to build something, or part of a team in a company. You're working together, and it's it feels so toxic, or it feels like there's so much ego there, and you have you have the devil. The devil keeps popping up. The devil and a tower. You have you're suddenly realizing that, you're being controlled or manipulated, or that is what you're feeling, right? Feeling bound to a contract, or bound to them, or bound to ways, or bound to a philosophy, or bound to someone that's very controlling. There's an awareness here, like something's shaking things up. There's a truth coming out. We have the King of Swords. This can be with, wait, you're Gemini. This is you. So I feel like you're realizing that within this company or team or group of people you're associated with, you're working with, there's something toxic there. You don't want to be part of that anymore, or you're realizing that it's not stable for you. What is this tower all about? So once you have this tower, of awakening, of understanding that things need to be done in a different way, or you don't want to be part of that anymore, you have a new beginning, you're taking your freedom, you're moving on. So I feel like all of this is within a job, or a community, or a business, or a collaboration, because you're clearly working on something and you're not alone. There's a lot of controlling or toxicity in that work environment, or within that team if it's not a job. Here you're taking back your freedom, or it's liberating for you. You're going to go off and do something new if this is a job. Yes, in the beginning I said it was love, but now that I have these cards, I realize that this is a job, or at least people you're working with, collaborating with, or building something, and maybe not seeing eye to eye completely, right? You're almost there, though. It feels like you have the 10 of Wands, so you've been working on this for a while, or working there for a while. It's been a lot of responsibility. It's been a lot of heavy on your shoulders, but it feels like the end of something because we have the 10 of Swords. A lot of ego, a lot of power and ego involved here. A lot on your shoulders, but it feels like you're letting go. It feels like it's the end of that. It feels like it's a change of jobs, or it feels like you realize, it's you realizing, right, that this is becoming very toxic or controlling, or that you don't want to be part of this but it's a sudden awareness. Something is shaking things up. It feels like in a job, or at least whatever you're working on, it can be a change of career, but for me, this is first you understanding to trust yourself and go out on a new path. You want to get out of this judgment. You want to get out of these way of working. I don't know. It feels like it's not something that you want to be part of anymore. Am I taking these? It can be either or. But whether it's a change of career or a change of jobs, at this point, it's you being liberated, right? You allowing yourself to get out there and experience another type of opportunity, or at least allowing yourself to tap into other energies and get out of your comfort zone. This is really about getting out of your comfort zone. And this new path is you realizing that other opportunities out there are there, and to not be solely focused on the end game or getting the exact same thing or always being in the same field or always having the same trajectory. Here with the Fool, this is you allowing you to liberate yourself from certain ties, certain ways. All right, all right. Fool, no, I need the Fool. The Fool, please. The Fool. Sorry. Yes. Big decision there. Big decision, but it's a purging process for you. You're stepping up to something that's more purposeful, that's more interesting for you. You're really stepping up your game with the Judgment. But with the Judgment, it's also, gaining freedom, but also forgiving yourself, forgiving others. There's impulsivity here with the Knight of Swords. Like, you have the impulse for change quickly. You want things to happen quickly. You don't want to dilly-dally. This has to be imposed. This has to be happening quickly. But I feel like your decision is also for you to be able to clear the air, to purge, to forgive, to whatever it is, past decisions, past ways, people you worked with, people you didn't get along with, or whatever it is, the resentfulness, and then rising up to something much more important, much more interesting for you. Seven of Pentacles, yes, being rewarded for all your time and your effort put into the job. You will be rewarded, but you are making the decision. You are making the decision. Stressful, take your time. Don't bulldoze your way through. We have the Knight of Swords there, which tells me that you would like things to go faster. There's a little impulsivity there, but balance. Don't bulldoze. Allow everything to come in. Yes, you've been disillusioned, but you're working your way forward. You're going to take your time. You're going to plan this out. You will be committed. You will be committed to this new opportunity, or this change. You're almost there. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. One more card, but it's also about surrendering. It's all about surrendering to the new and not keeping in the past, letting go. There's a lot to let go here. There's a lot to let go. Yeah, some things are revealed. Some things have to be addressed. Issues have to be addressed, have to come to light for you to forgive or to let go of this person that you don't trust, or trust issues. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. you being very pragmatic, finding solutions, finding ways, and moving forward. But it's very important to surrender to the now and not dwell on the past. Let go. Like I always say in all my reading, let it go, put it on the shelf, close the door, lock the door, let it be. It happened. It's okay. It's part of your life. It will never go away, but it does not have to be energies you rehash constantly or keep in your, right now in your present. Complete rebirth here. All right. Lucia, that's what I have. Okay. All right. So this is new. Ace of Cups, you will be with the right people, but take your time, right? Take your time. Things will happen in due time. And yes, you will be with the right people. You will be, it seems like it's creative. And if it's not creative, it's like you're happy to be with these people, and you're happy these people will listen to you, will like your ideas, and the collaboration or whatever you're doing is going to be in a beautiful, in a good energy, in a stable and good energy. And if it's creative, it's very creative. You're with like-minded people. All right, here we go. Okay. It takes a minute, right? It takes a minute to get into the reading. Ooh, sorry, I'm spilling tea. Teddy, I'm right with you. Give me one moment. All right, now we're moving on to Teddy, and after Teddy, I believe we are going to close the session. Sorry, I spilled a little tea. Give me one moment. A little clumsy here. Okay. All right, Teddy. Teddy, Libra, career and growth. All right, let's see what we have for Teddy. What do we have for Teddy? Teddy, a Libra, career. What do we have for Teddy? All right. Teddy, Libra, career. What do we have for Teddy, Libra? Okay, here we go. All right, Teddy. Ooh, this popped out. Page of Wands. New adventure, new venture, or you're ready, you're excited, you're ready to start something new. Emperor, you're setting boundaries, structuring yourself, establishing your power here. If this is not you establishing your power and setting boundaries, and or establishing your responsibilities, this is a father figure, a boss, a leader, someone around you that has power. It feels like there's a younger person and an older person. Interesting. So if you're the emperor, there's a younger person around you, very ambitious. And if that is a leader or someone around you older than you, then you're young and very ambitious, right? It's one or the other. Let's see what we have here. Starting something new. Teddy, Libra, career and growth. What do we have here? For Teddy, what do we have here? Okay, so there's something that has been stagnating or not going the way you wanted. The Hangman is patience, understanding, but also taking a step back. If your hands are tied, look, he's not going anywhere. If your hands are tied, not going anywhere, not going the way you want, not getting the answers, the callbacks, whatever, it's important to take a step back and to see things in a different way, because what is coming in, what will continue now or come in, is going to be different than what you expected, because it's going to take a different route. Yes, there's power there, there's power struggles, egos, competition, a lot going on there. But I mean, a lot going on. If it's in a job, it's competition and ego, not surprising. But here you are, Knight of Swords, a little impatient, right? A little impulsive, needing things to be done quickly, or there's a sun shift here for you. We have the Star card, turning something into reality, and we have a Page of Cups. So we have Page of Wands and Page of Cups, which tell me you have an offer, or you're very creative, you're very inspired. This is something that's going to lead with the page, lead to a new adventure. There's an offer there. There's an offer to create, or an offer to be part of something very creative, or part of something very inspirational for you. Maybe you going back to something essential, or going back to something that you have nurtured before, or going back to something for you that is core to your job, your profession, or to what you have dreamt and to transform. And when I say going back, it's not, it's not going back to people or to a job, or it can be, but it's going to what is essential for you. So if you've lost your way and done jobs that you felt you didn't connect to, or people you didn't want to work with, or things that didn't really make sense to you, this is you coming back to something more essential. I wouldn't say back to basics, but more to something that makes sense to you. It can be an idea you had. It can be something that's close to your heart, your passion. And with the Star card, it tells me that you're moving into something smoother, softer. Here, there's a blockage. There's something that's not going your way. It's very competitive. There's a lot of ego situations here. And suddenly, you're wanting something softer, smoother. Maybe it's a reprieve after challenges, or maybe you're just really realizing, you know, beneath who you really are and what you really want and what is really important for you, and going back to basics. And what basics will be different to each and every one, or back to your passion, or back to, you know, what makes sense to you. No matter what the challenge is, you feel like you will feel like you're connected, and connected to pure energies or loving energies. It's almost like a new sense of yourself, like a new appreciation of yourself, and entering a more peaceful phase in your life, right? So maybe it's like going from the fast lane to something calmer, to you know, a career or a job very stressful, very competitive with a lot of ego involved, to something calmer and something with more mental, emotional stability, more depth and understanding in both yourself and others within this job or this offer or this new energy you're stepping into. You're growing into understanding yourself. It's a significant growth in your path, and it's almost like you will be ready to manifest and receive, as opposed to the Hangman, where things are not going the way you want, or you're not receiving the way you want. That's what the Star card is all about. It's having a new appreciation of where you are and the energies of the world, and understanding what is most important to you. Page of Cups, there's that offer, or there's this new opportunity, or the opportunity to create or to be in your passion. I'm going to leave this Devil upside down. I usually don't read upside down, but sometimes reversals, sometimes it is just the proper energy. And here we have the reverse of the Devil, the reverse of something controlling, something you're bound to, something you feel like you can't get out of, the same pattern, the same cycle, the same people, tied, bound, or something controlling you. You're getting out of that. You're getting out of that controlling energy or controlling person or ego. Sometimes the Devil is all about money and all about ego, and that is all we think about. And that the end game is the end goal is ego and money, and the rest doesn't matter. We just shoot forward, go forward for ego and money. And I feel like right now you're stepping out of that, or you will be stepping out of that, and wanting something calmer, and wanting something that speaks to your heart. Doesn't mean money isn't important. It doesn't mean, you know, end goals are not important, and success is not important, but it means that you are wanting something different, and that now you are a different person. So you have different desires, different energies, and it feels like you aspire to something really calm after stress. Yep, we have the end of a cycle here. And this is about letting go of unhealthy attachments about who you really are, what you could have done, or what it was supposed to be, and finding your place in the world, and understanding that you're important, and you're important in your community, in your job, in your you know, in your environment. It's the end of a cycle, the real end of a cycle, but a fulfilled cycle. Be proud of yourself, of what you've accomplished. Be proud of yourself, of what you've done up to now, because now you're stepping into a new cycle, a new you, a new aspiring to different things, and aspiring to be in a much more calm and gentle energy. You're on the defense though. You're things are switching, and you're still a little impatient and impulsive, but and it's almost like people still have you in their energy, or you're still working with these people, or you're still in a company, or still, right? And then you're like, little by little, you're taking a step back and you're on the defense because what you want is different. You maybe at one point, like I always say, at one point, the shoe doesn't fit anymore. And even if you've worked in, and there's really nothing bad here, this is all about emotions and what you feel, what's going on in your mind, your mindset, your energies, what you're going through, and what you're feeling, what's important for you, or what you're not feeling anymore, or what you're disconnecting from, and what you don't want anymore. And so this is empowering oneself on moving into something, our next path, our next cycle. And sometimes we've done a job for 5, 10, 20 years, and suddenly we realize that we don't want to be part of that anymore, or we don't feel the same way, or we don't feel in the right place, or we just feel like it's not for us anymore. And it doesn't mean that it's bad or anybody did anything wrong. It just means you're at the end of a cycle and finding yourself and allowing yourself to step into something new. But when we step into something new, we're half in what we have been in for a while, and half into the desire of change and the desire to connect to our soul, or to that soul project, or to our passion, or something that really, really makes sense to us right now and that we connect with. And so when we're in both of them, we tend to hang on to what we know, to what we've been into up to now. And that is here with the devil and the hangman, attached to those patterns, attached to that routine, or attached to those controlling energies, and stepping out little bit by little, understanding that that's not what you want anymore, and you're stepping out of that. Here's that offer. Here's the end of the cycle. Let's see what this offer is all about. Teddy, Page of Cups. What is this offer all about? But it feels like I said, when you have, one foot in one energy and one foot in the other, because you're in a transition and your desires are new, you're on the defense. You want change, but you're still in the day-to-day routine. You're on the defense of change. What is this Page of Cups all about? One card for this offer, or this new idea, or this new inspiration here. What is this Page of Cups all about? Finding stability, maturing and conquering that. Beautiful, beautiful. So whatever this is, whatever this offer is, or this idea, or this desire you have, this inspiration you have, you're doing it in a really calm way, in a very mature and stable way. You might be taking on responsibilities, or you might be marching forward in an idea, project, business where you're leading the way. 6 of Wands. You're rewarded for your hard work, or you're rewarded for there's a spotlight on you. People are seeing you, or seeing your talent, or understanding your experience and your talent. 2 of Swords. You have to open up. You have to make a decision. You have to decide. Do you want to remain in the past energies, or in that routine you've been in for a long time? Eyes closed and crossing your, really closed off. You're at a crossroads. Are you going to remain there? Or are you going to empower yourself and move forward into something that makes more sense to you, or that speaks to you right now? 2 of Swords. One more card on the 2 of Swords. What is this choice all about? What is this crossroads? Opening up. What is this opening up to for Teddy? Libra. What is this opening up to, this crossroads? This offer. What is this open? You don't know if you want to accept. You're not sure. You have to make a decision. Ooh, beautiful. We have the Sun. Okay. Well, there we go. There's your conclusion of positive, positive energy, right? The sun appears when things are going to be okay and that things are going to get better. That is what the sun is all about. But it's also all about vitality, positive energy, positive empowerment, understanding that this is warm energies, successful energies, but warm energies, peaceful energies, radiance, right? And abundance. The sun gives you that strength and just tells you that no matter what or where or what you choose, your positive energy is going to follow you. So this is really drawing on positive energy and your bright side. It's a beautiful energy that's going to get you through even tough times or this decision or figuring things out. It's a beautiful positive energy to succeed. You can this is where you're going to be able to share your highest qualities or highest energies and achievements. I feel like, things are going to get a lot better. And the sun really brings you that message that you've been waiting for, right? That confidence, that decision you want, the energy and the positive energy, because things are going to work out. So shine your light, push forward, understand that even if the decision is difficult or you're not quite sure or you feel blocked right now, your energy, your positivity is going to push you forward in a beautiful, beautiful way. I'm going to leave it like that and leave it at that, Teddy. Thank you so much for your generosity and joining the collective and joining the community. We are so happy to have you here. We do this every Sunday, and just know that as long as you're a member, you can get a tarot reading every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for all your beautiful energies, and I will see you right back here next Sunday. Hopefully, yeah. I'll tell you if not, but should be here every next Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again for your wonderful, wonderful support. Take care and have a great rest of a long weekend for those that have a long weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.